Hello.
Welcome back to the Purple Pill Podcast. I'm your host, Robert. I'm with my co-host, Darren in LA. How you guys doing today?
Doing great. Mario's past the billion mark. It's fantastic.
That's actually lit. That movie deserves it.
Definitely
I, was,
does.
I went to see it twice in theater, so
Honestly,
I contributed.
LA, since that movie's so damn short, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
It's
It's great.
phenomenal. It's a good movie.
Um,
April was really. I just want to say April was really good. A lot of life lessons, and I just want to tell everybody, um, live life to the fullest. Live life with love in your heart, and give people your flowers. Give people their flowers while they're still here.
Ooh.
I just want. That's what April taught me this past April, and I feel like turning 30, something clicked overall this whole month.
You just got old and sentimental.
Yeah, it's all good. You right there though.
We'll see.
He right there.
We'll see.
LA got some time. And
Yeah,
LA's
I'm
just
still
going to
young.
enjoy the rest of his 20s, right?
Yeah, boy. I still got
April
to figure
sucked.
out what I'm doing for my 30th.
Oh, what do you want to do?
I don't know. I want to do shit I've never done before, like ride a horse, or like go to the zoo, or like go rock climbing or something. I
You
want
never
to
been
do
to the
something
zoo?
I've never done before. Nah,
Oh, bro, you need to go to the zoo.
y'all niggas never took me. So what do
What
you
do you want
mean?
to go to the zoo? You just go to the Columbus Zoo. We got some nice. We got a nice zoo.
We do got a nice zoo, but I don't like going to the zoo.
See, y'all never want to go. Y'all never take. I take y'all to all this good shit, and y'all never take me to the zoo. That's why
Fair,
I ain't never been to the zoo.
fair.
But on the less sad shit, I want to do something cool. I don't know. I want to just do something I've never done before. I was looking at Airbnbs,
Uh huh.
and they got swaggy ones. Like they got like 6 bedroom, big ass houses for a weekend in like Tennessee. It's like kind of in the mountains. It's a 15-minute drive from the city, and they got casinos. They got restaurants. It looks real
That sounds
nice,
great.
Oh, like the
and they
Tennessee
got
Strip or something.
I guess that's what it is in Gatlinburg,
Mm-hmm.
and they got like a horse trail up there, and like I could bring the dog. It's a 6-hour drive from here though. That's the only
That's not.
downside.
That's still not bad though.
Yeah, but with the Nipsey in the car,
Yeah, that's kind of tough. Yeah.
yeah, I might have to drug him, give him his little muscle relaxers before we go.
Yeah, give
Yeah.
him some Bill Cosby's.
Just have
Yeah,
somebody in the back seat just patting him the whole time.
but yeah, the more people that come, the merrier, because then it's cheaper. It's like eight. It's like I think it was like $3,000 for the most expensive one for the weekend, but you split that between 10 people. It's three hundred
300.
dollars a person for a weekend of fun. We bring our own food, kick it.
Sounds like a good time to me.
I feel like Airbnbs are like the coolest thing in recent history.
You get to
It's,
rent
it's super
someone's
solid.
house.
What'd you say?
You get to rent someone's house.
Yeah, it's kind of cool because you feel like you got space and shit.
Yeah, instead of just going to a hotel.
But do you ever think they're like spying on you with like cameras and shit?
The last Airbnb we went to, we found a lot of baby monitors all over the place. It was weird. But
I don't like that because that means they're gonna try to see when you're naked and shit.
the people before us just left it. Is what
Oh,
they ended up saying. So we just took them all off, and you know,
Yeah.
all right.
Hey,
Go ahead, there.
I was just gonna say, as you can see, Rob is wearing his Steelers jersey. I'm guessing that he thinks that they had a good draft. I just want to say, fuck the Steelers, Raider Nation for life. And shout out to Lamar, he got his contract. We only did the podcast since then. That's fucking dope.
Yeah, bro.
yes,
Shout out to
sir.
Lamar, man. I'm so happy.
They finally paid that man.
Shout out to
hmm
black quarterbacks.
Facts. A lot of money being thrown around right now this off season.
Um, my question is, what week do you think Lamar gets injured?
No, we're gonna do the podcast. Start the
I thought we were
I ain't
taking
doing it.
shots. We're
No,
taking
I ain't
shots at
taking
my
no
team.
damn shot.
Fuck the Steelers.
Nah, I don't like the Steelers. I don't mind the Ravens. They just who they are. Y'all just annoying. Throwing towels in the fucking air, traveling everywhere. Fuck that shit.
I think this. Do you know what the Steelers and the Ravens are? We're just-
Rivals.
no, we're Riley and Huey.
Nah.
Guess which one's who?
Ravens is Riley.
Ravens is Riley. They from Baltimore.
I can't stand y'all. I can't stand y'all. First off, y'all know Baltimore is doing this damn thing right now. Tank won. Lamar got paid. There was something else. I think Angel Reese is from Baltimore, right?
She is.
Yeah, bro. Baltimore, stand up. Y'all doing y'all thing out there.
Hopefully
I talk
this
a lot of shit
fucks up
about
their cap.
Baltimore, but
What'd you say?
I said I talk a lot of shit about Baltimore, but they doing their thing.
Shout out to Baltimore.
Yep.
Shout out to Lil Bro. All right. Let's jump straight into these topics. So, Kim Porter, the officer convicted of killing Dante Wright, released from prison.
Murdering.
What's the difference?
Crazy. It's crazy how she got out of prison for murdering people, but people go to jail forever for some weed.
How much time did she do?
Go ahead, play the video.
I feel like it said 24 months.
24 months.
2 years.
Kim Porter, former Minnesota police officer convicted of killing Dante Wright, was released from prison Monday. Potter was sentenced to 24 months in prison and fined $1,000 on the first and the second degree manslaughter charges. Wright, 20, was pulled over in April 2021 for expired registration tag and hanging air fresheners out of his car window.
No, he was hanging out his mirror. He was hanging from his mirror. My fault.
She said, I thought it was my taser.
Porter shot Wright while he was scuffling.
Crazy.
So I'm assuming these are the people celebrating that she got
No,
convicted.
that's something completely different. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
So,
Hey.
Thoughts on that? First question. She was in the line of duty. She was in the line of duty, and he did try to run after they had him out the car and they were doing whatever.
Yeah.
And she was in the line of duty. Does that justify manslaughter? She only did 2 years and had to pay $1,000 fine. Does that crime match the punishment?
So, okay, I have a couple questions before we get into it. As far as I know, manslaughter means that they did it by accident.
Okay, so you accidentally picked up your pistol instead of your taser and shot someone. That's what we're gonna go with. She did.
Yeah. I gotta hear what her defense had to say, because I feel like 2 years is kind of light.
It is light.
I feel like that should be like 4 to 5, right? Am I tripping?
I mean, you're a police officer. I get it. You know, you can't be trained for every situation, but like, if this was a random dude on the street that pulled up on homie and killed him, like, I don't think he would only get 2 years and $1,000.
That they wouldn't consider that manslaughter. That's what
Okay.
I'm getting hung up on.
You gotta put it in this scenario. Then you gotta put it in. 2 guys are fighting. One homie, the one of the guys think he has a taser, but he has a taser and a pistol, and then he reached for the taser, thinking, but it was really the pistol. Pulled the pistol, shot the guy. That's manslaughter in that sense. You can argue that because you didn't mean to kill somebody. You meant to subdue them in general. But to LA's point, that person is not only getting 2 years. That person is not getting just 2 years.
I'm not thinking you're getting manslaughter. I think that's like best case scenario.
Let's say you see your op at the gas station, you shoot at him in the car, but you didn't know that someone else was in the car, and you kill him on accident.
That's not manslaughter.
That's not manslaughter. Yeah, that sounds like murder to me.
You
That's
weren't
like
aiming
maybe
for him. That was an accidental.
That's
That was
second
accidental.
degree. That's you just didn't predetermine to kill that person that was in the car. That's still
Yeah,
murder.
if
though.
you were shooting at a car, you're shooting at everybody in the car too.
Like
You're shooting at
the
home.
second you pull a gun, you're meant to kill somebody, right?
You're
That's
shooting
what
at
you
home.
said. That's what you said on the podcast when we
Hey.
was talking about the lion, when the guy had the what's face lion and shot over his leg, shot over his head or
Hell
whatever.
yeah. But that's what I'm saying. You was aiming at one person and you accidentally shot someone in the car.
Yeah,
Let's say you was-
regardless, that was a reckless ass act. That's second degree murder. I'm almost
I
positive
mean,
that's what that is.
I feel like what she should have got should have been second degree murder because that was a very reckless ass action. Like, first of all, you already had him out the car. You already had him almost in handcuffs. Like, it took 3 of y'all to almost have him? Come on now.
Somehow he got back in the car. That's the problem.
Why was the car door still open? Like, when they train y'all, don't they take these motherfuckers out, someone else go in the car? Like, that's why there's 3 of y'all there, isn't it?
You would think that, right?
Why is there 3 of y'all there? But I don't know. It just seems a little light to me. And also, like, my other question I had on this was the other side of it. Like,
Yeah.
if you are already getting arrested and like you're being detained and you decide to run, do you forfeit like your right to complain at that point? Like, you're playing the game now. You know?
Yeah, there's a part. Yeah, you cannot think that running away from people with guns is ever a good idea.
You
Like
played the
that,
game now, man.
you can't do that. You can't do that. Like there's a reason why if somebody got a gun on you, it's up. Like they got you at that point. You just gotta hope that they just taking the money. Like you gotta hope. Like all right, you want the phone? You got it. You want the keys? You got it. It is what it is at that point. That's just what it is. But I don't think you should run away from those people. And now you saying that they cops, they shouldn't be shooting. I 100% agree with you. But either way, they're humans with guns. That's the way I look at it.
And then the last thing,
Yeah.
you think the streets are gonna take retribution?
No.
My biggest problem
That'd
is
be kinda
that
stupid.
my biggest problem is that these cops ultimately get jobs again at other places. Like there was a one cop just recently. I wish I know we was covering this because I would have been able to look up the cop. But I want to say it was somebody in the Breonna Taylor shooting, maybe.
Yeah.
He was able to get a job in a different district, like in Oklahoma. I want to say something like that, different state. And I feel like I could be completely off because we had so many shootings and stuff. But I'm pretty sure he got a job somewhere else, and it's like sick, bro. Like that's not right. Like these people don't deserve to continue in the same career path.
They got families to feed too, man, you know.
Dog, I get it. There's other things people can do. You can go be a bus driver.
If he served his time and he got rehabilitated, he should be given a chance to serve his community again.
You're a
Thank you.
officer.
Thank you for using that word. Rehabilitated. Do we do that with our citizens? No, they go to jail.
They go to jail and get rehabilitated.
No, they
Jail
don't. Jail is not no, jail is that is the biggest, terriblest lie
That's what
anybody has ever said. Jail is not rehabilitation for nobody.
That's hell,
You're supposed to go serve your time.
Slavery.
You're supposed to repay your debt to society and get rehabilitated, find God and all that good stuff. When you come out, you get a good job, and it works out great for you.
You're supposed to. But you know what? I've seen people go to jail and come out better criminals.
We gonna see.
All right, man.
Well, no, hold on. Since we're talking about jail, I gotta find it.
Which one are you looking for?
I can't find it now, but it's perfect for this. The one where the dude's coming home from prison.
Yeah, you just had it a while ago. Keep going. Keep going down this path. There you go.
Oh, it's this one. All right, LA. Tell me if this man's rehabilitated.
Perfect segue to the next.
Tell me if this man got rehabilitated.
All right, I'll tell you.
Glad to see you, man.
What's up, boy? What you do? Take a class?
So is you surprised?
Kinda.
You ain't no kind of surprise. Was it worth the wait?
Yes, I. Love you.
I didn't think you better gonna come this soon.
Did you even suspect it,
Gregory?
Did you suspect it? You Granny?
What you saying?
Did you even suspect it?
Not really.
Is that rehabilitation, LA?
Wait.
He wasn't in prison.
The dad was in jail, right? The dad looked rehabilitated. Yeah.
Yeah, he looked like he was very calm and collected and understanding. Yeah.
I think what Rob is trying to argue is the totally opposite of when you take the father out of the household. What happened? But go ahead, Rob. I'll let you take it from here.
Oh, okay, I thought OJ went to prison.
I
I thought that's how you came out of prison.
Oh
No, that's his son.
I thought the son went to
No.
prison.
No, I think it's the totally opposite.
I think being that way is a choice, and just like how being
Damn,
the
they say he
other
went back to
way
prison.
is a choice. It's fun. Do what you got to do.
They said he went back to prison after he saw his son.
That's fucked up.
I
Nah,
think
that's fucked up.
mean. I know that's fucked up.
No, ultimately,
Good for
I
them.
thought
I'm happy they got
homie
the
would have been.
picture.
I thought homie would have been more excited to see his dad. I don't know how much time his dad did, but it don't seem like he was really super excited to see his dad. To me, anyway, I can't really judge people's excitement level.
That's tough. That's tough. Yeah, Darren, you're right. I agree with you, man.
In what sense?
We need fathers in these households.
I don't think everybody agrees with that, right? I don't think anybody would disagree with that.
No, there are people.
don't know,
There
man.
are people out there. You know, people are stupid.
I don't know.
I
man.
think
My dad wasn't in my household growing up, and I came out just fine.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
I
But I
mean,
don't
but
know.
I don't know. I feel
That
like
person could be a law-abiding citizen. Could just be wearing a dress. So I don't know.
I don't know.
I
I
just say
feel
be
like people
more.
can do whatever they want and feel however they want, as long as they don't fuck with my money, my time.
Or society in a bad way. And
Or by politics.
They
Don't
can
forget that
do
one.
whatever they want with politics.
They can't.
Fuck
They
with
can't
my-
do whatever.
it's your American right.
Don't
Can't
fuck
be,
with
I'm
my
not.
money,
I'm not going back to
my
slavery.
time, or my family, and I don't give a fuck what you do.
Oh, I didn't even put this in here. Did you hear they're trying to bring Jim Crow laws back? Did you actually hear about this?
They can try it.
Or they're trying to bring
Niggas-
Jim Crow laws back, like
Niggas
separating
got
like
guns.
people by like race, basically, more or less.
Niggas got guns.
Right? You can try it.
Do you think that'd be better for us as a community?
Niggas got guns.
Nah.
Ain't nobody going for shit. You don't give people freedoms and try to take it back. I think people learned that shit with prohibition.
But you don't think we could do some type of separate but equal thing?
No. There is no such
Rob,
thing as
you need to
separate.
stop. Change the topic. Rob is tripping. Rob is about to take you down a rabbit hole nobody wants to go down.
I'm just saying, separate but equal.
There's
We're in a different society. We have a ton of smart black people. We could get a bunch of PhD ass niggas and make a curriculum for black people.
Nigga,
But
And make our own
are you
history.
hearing? Is he hearing what he's saying, LA?
you inclusivity is what
Yeah, fuck those black people.
pioneers like everything. Like if you can only see the elephant from 2 feet away, you don't see the whole picture. You know, you gotta have multiple views. You gotta take a couple steps back and see what other people see to get the whole picture.
I'm
In my
saying,
humble opinion.
I'm just saying,
but
if
yeah,
we get the same
could
amount of
do it.
funding, we should be fine, right?
But where's the funding coming from?
The government.
White people?
What is Rob talking
Is
about?
there going to be
government.
2 different governments? Is there going to be a black government, a white government? What?
No.
how's the government?
It's the same government. They just give the
But it's
money.
separate but equal.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a separate government because black.
No.
people-
Same government. Same American government. Government's not changing. The education is changing. Where we send our kids to school. It's changing.
What the fuck is wrong with Rob?
That sounds terrible.
What is wrong with Rob?
I don't think.
Rob, niggas fought to
We're
get
gonna have
to
our
where
own
we
school
at.
districts.
Rob
I
trying to
think
go back.
everybody should have more schooling with all types of races, from PhDs, Black, Indian, all of the knowledge and history should be transferred to the following generations because that shit's important. I think.
But right
Facts.
now, my point is, we got the white PhD people making the curriculum.
That's
We need more black
maybe
people in
true.
here, and maybe if we get our old black schools with black leaders making the curriculum, maybe we'll get better black history down through the black community.
Yeah, maybe everyone should have better Black history and not just Black people. That way, everyone understands what it is to be.
I think that's a
Black.
fallacy at this point.
Yeah,
And that's just because we see what our education is about black history in our schools. It's
What is
very low. If we could take control, we could make it way higher.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can make it higher for everyone, not just for Black people, right?
It's not working though.
And you think it'll work more if we have Black only schools?
I think it'll be easier to get done.
You think it'll be easier?
Because I feel like
That's
at this
fair.
point, white people have been trying to rewrite history for years now. Especially when it comes to like stuff like the civil rights movement and slavery, specifically the civil rights movement, because the civil rights movement really wasn't that long ago. And I feel like white people try to make it feel like it's forever ago. That shit was right around the corner. Parents, grandparents are still alive that lived through the civil rights movement.
How are they trying to make it seem like it was forever ago?
I saw this thing on Twitter. They were talking about it, and they were saying that they will in textbooks they make take civil rights pictures and put them in black and white, even though they had color pictures of them at the time, just to make it feel older. Make it feel like it was forever ago. That's just one
And
example.
when you see pictures on Instagram in black and white, you think it's from ever ago?
Black and white says when
But
you
when
see a
you-
picture of black and
But
white,
when
you
you
usually
see a
think that's
picture on
someone.
Instagram, what my question to you was, you think it's from ever ago?
In theory, yes, because black and white shows
No.
age.
Answer my question.
Stop, Rob.
You
Stop.
see a picture
Stop.
of black and
Stop,
white.
bro. Just stop.
You think it's
I mean,
from-
context matters, but if you
Yes,
make it seem
that
like
is true. That is true. Context.
like
is-
if it's a black and white picture of LeBron, like that's what I'm saying. Black and white usually dictates like, oh, that was
Yeah.
probably a long time ago.
But getting back
But
to
I
the
mean,
topic, y'all.
if someone sees a black and white picture of a guy at a coffee shop in New York with a brick road and he's got like cotton overalls on, yeah, he can be like, oh, this shit was from a long time ago. But like,
Yeah.
this dude's
But
got
the
a
next
suit
nigga
on.
next to him got a hoodie on that said,
Yeah, like, come
said
on, man,
Yonkers.
like,
I'm gonna think
you
this
can
is
understand.
out of place.
But that's context.
You can understand what's happening, right? Like, it's not like you have pictures of slaves driven on or carved in the wall. Like,
Well,
they can
that's,
see that they have like electronics and whatnot. Like, they can tell this is in the 1900s. Like,
well,
it
that's
wasn't
why I
long ago.
use Jim Crow and the civil rights movement. That was the '60s. Slavery was legitimately a long time ago compared to the
problem-
civil rights movement.
The problem is, it sounds like Rob don't care about teaching white people about Black history, and LA understands that everybody having a fair chance at education, at the same education, will be better for the world, opposed to one person having a different education. Am I summarizing that right from both of y'all?
I wouldn't
think
say I
that's
don't care about the white people learning. It's they told us they don't care. So why keep trying?
That's
my thing.
only Florida. Only Florida has said that. Florida
Y'all
has
funny.
openly admitted that black people votes and thoughts go right in the garbage. So
Oh.
it's fine. That's just don't go to Florida.
Shout out to the 2000 election. All right, let's keep moving on. What is this? Did we already do this? We already did that. All right, so let's watch
This is
this
so-
by Sarah
Oh,
Huckabee Sanders.
So let me explain
Go
what
ahead.
this is. So everybody knows how Bud Light and all the Coors Light did like the Pride covers or like
it was
the
like
packaging,
Anheuser-Busch.
whatever, right? Like you understand they just changed the label and like maybe had one or two commercials about Pride Month or whatever, right?
Yep.
So the GOP is enraged. Fox News is enraged because Anheuser-Busch, whoever these people are, have betrayed them. They have officially gone full left. They don't care about family values and they support abortion and the devil. Just because they have done this thing, try to unite with this group of people who, buy fucking beer and are a target demographic. So any business would target, but throwing that out the way. So now the GOP has decided to empower their female counterparts to combat this effort. And this is what they have made.
All right, LA. Before we watch the video, we gotta have some conversation topics.
Let's have some conversation topics.
Are they wrong? Or is the GOP wrong? Because I think Bud
Wrong
Light
about
is the
what?
wrong person in this situation, from every aspect.
Give me one aspect.
All right, who drinks light beer historically?
Anyone who wants to.
Rednecks,
Why do you
Conser-
say that?
because it's like
I used to drink
targeted to
Coors
them.
Light. I used to drink Coors Light in college.
Yeah. And I could tell
Bud
you,
Light.
LA is
It's
not
targeted.
a redneck.
But the
Not a
big
redneck,
majority of the audience is targeted are rednecks, lower class white people that drink beer at like a high rate.
Every sporting event I go to, I see Bud Light everywhere. It's just a American beer that's available.
But it's
What?
historically associated with rednecks.
College campuses.
What is a redneck? I guess maybe I don't understand what maybe I
Lower
am a
class
redneck.
white people. Usually country.
Why? Why do you say that? What data do you have that says that? I don't understand.
That's
how
what the
that's a
rednecks
thing.
are. What do you mean? Like I can Google redneck and it's gonna pull up a bunch of lower class white people.
With
Historically.
Bud Light.
Yes, they love Bud Light.
With
Everybody
Bud
I
Light. So
know-
go ahead, Google it. No, by his argument, he can go ahead and Google this, LA.
Everybody
Google-
I know has drank Bud Light, Pour Light, Bush Light, any of those things.
Exactly. That Rob is really on a terror today.
A working class white person, especially a political
No, images.
Huh?
Images. Because you said that they have a Bud Light in their hand.
A beer.
Where?
Light beer.
Where?
Like, is Stone
Where?
Cold Steve Austin a redneck? Like,
Yes,
what do
he's
you-
like the face of the rednecks.
Stone Cold's a redneck.
Yes,
Yeah.
his character is
I
a redneck.
love Stone Cold Steve.
Why do you think he
Yeah,
cracks
he's
the
a-
beers?
he's
It's
a
a
good guy.
stereotype.
He's a good guy.
Because he likes to have fun. That's why I thought he cracks the beers. What do you mean?
That's what rednecks do. They drink beers.
Toss me a beer.
I don't know. I know a lot of African people then that are rednecks because let me tell you, they throw them bitches back.
Rob is tripping on this one. I'm sorry.
Here we
Rob
go.
is tripping. Their demographic is not. That's Budweiser.
Darren, same company. Budweiser, Bud Light, Anheuser-Busch, so all same company.
Everyone
Look,
I went to
either
college
way-
with is a redneck.
I was about to
Sorry.
say, bro, people drink this. Like, what are you talking about?
It's a very popular beer, but it's historically associated and stereotypically associated with rednecks.
I think this
Maybe-
is something that you're gonna have to.
Maybe
You're gonna have to.
maybe
deal with
it's maybe Rob sees it that way because these quote unquote rednecks, and I'm using the quotes because I don't know, can only afford the cheaper end beers. Maybe.
Well,
So maybe that's why.
they would argue
Maybe.
that they don't like the IPAs and shit like that. They think that shit's
I don't
gross.
like IPAs either.
I don't like IPAs
redneck.
either.
You might be a redneck.
I'm not lower class than white.
I like IPA, so I'm not a redneck, I guess.
I mean,
That's
I'm
more
not
hipster.
white.
It's,
I'm not
if
white either.
we're stereotyping people, like IPAs are more hipster.
I guess I'm a hipster.
When I used to drink, I would drink a Bud Light or a Coors Light.
I'm just saying, just like how they say black people are stereotypically like fried chicken, but everybody likes fried
That's
chicken.
totally different.
Hold
bro.
on, hold
That's
on.
totally
Darren. But everybody likes fried chicken. Everybody likes fried chicken, but they stereotypically like say we like it. Everybody likes watermelon. It's the exact
That's
same
totally
thing.
different.
It's the
totally
exact same
different.
thing. It's a
Here's,
stereotype.
here's the reason why. Let me tell you why the reason I'm seeing it different.
Go
Anyway,
ahead.
You're talking about a company making a specific type of beer.
I'm talking about light beer in general.
Any company can make chicken. Anybody can make chicken.
What, Darren?
You're associating this one company, this one beer, with a group of people.
No, I'm associating light beer in general. But my point is, the target audience for light beer and for Bud Light is lower class white people. That's all
Can
I'm
you
saying.
Google who the target audience for Bud Light is?
Yo, we are completely off topic. Can we
I
get
just
back
wanna-
to the ladies of the GOP?
Go back, please. Can you click on that first drop down link? Yeah.
Bro, yeah, Rob's tripping.
This is an age group.
That's a college age
Yeah.
group.
It's college, bro. That's
Standard
what-
living possible that
rednecks are in
want
college?
luxury. Status. Wait, no. Listen to this. Status. People want more than just the bare necessities. They want the high standard of living possible. They want luxury.
You think, Darren, stop.
What are we
You're not going
talking
to tell
about
me
here?
that light beer is luxury. It's cheap.
That's why
They-
that age group drinks it, because that's when people are
They
starting
want
their life.
luxury.
It's not luxury. There's nothing luxurious about
They
light
want
beer.
to get drunk and they
promotional
want
crap.
to enjoy and they want to have a good time, but they can't
Every
afford Honda
picture,
every day.
every picture of a redneck that Rob just pulled up was somebody that was clearly not in that age demographic.
What?
Can we agree with that?
All I
Thank
know
you.
is that the GOP is upset that Anheuser-Busch, let me take it a different way for Rob, has started a marketing campaign to target the LGBTQ community to line their pockets.
Yep.
How about that, Rob?
No, that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, and they're upset about it. Because, I mean, if I was a company, I'd do the same thing. I'm making
Well,
tie-dye shirts
I
for every
think-
fucking occasion.
If you listen to the people that are upset about it, they're upset that the Bud Light, quote unquote, became political. That's what they're saying.
So,
Because have you guys seen the videos of people shooting the beer and stuff like that?
but here's the thing.
Have you
though.
seen those
Yeah.
videos? What are those people
There
doing?
we go.
I've seen the videos where they're throwing away and shooting it, all that crazy shit. But like, as a company, you think they give a fuck about the politics? They don't give a fuck about none of this shit. What they give a fuck about
It's
is
like money.
making this money. Like, I don't understand how the company made it political. It's them who are making it political. These people we're about to watch.
Go ahead.
America presents Real Women of Politics.
Real women of politics.
Today, we salute all the real woman leaders of this great country.
Real women don't have to fake it.
Real women. Doing real things.
Real women work too hard for this.
Some big companies can't tell the difference between real and fake anymore.
Real people know the difference.
That's why we're introducing the Real Women of Politics koozie.
Real women of politics.
Now, you can salute the real women of politics at every backyard barbecue and tailgate. And if it covers up the label of a big woke company, well, that works too.
Women of politics.
So here's the problem with this commercial. They had me till the end.
Order your Real Women of Politics koozie today.
Yeah, they had me till the end. This was a really good commercial to the very end.
It was a really good commercial, Rob.
Because it was a good political commercial. Because they had me until they said, "Oh, you're still going, you can still drink your Bud Light. We're just gonna cover it up. Just don't drink Bud Light." That's what they
Rob.
should be saying.
Paid for
Rob.
by Sarah Governor.
Sarah
Sarah
Fuller.
for government. But Rob, listen to this. The first issue I have with this problem, with this commercial, and why I said it's cringy.
Yeah.
It's a commercial about real women of politics, but it's narrated by a man. First off.
Because it's supposed to be like the Anheuser-Busch commercials.
But first off, if you're trying to promote women in politics, why is it a man telling you to do it?
Because it's trying to sound like the Anheuser-Busch commercials.
Okay, that's fine.
Like, you ever
This
seen the
sucks.
Super Bowl commercials for the years? It's supposed to be, "Oh, America. This America." Ugh. It's
This
just
sucks.
supposed to. That dude's voice sounds like I'm American. And I worked on a farm my whole life, and I put my boots on every day at 5 a.m. and work my ass off till 11 p.m.
And I'm putting on a real woman koozie on my Bud Light.
Yes.
Next
What's wrong with
topic.
that?
I can't do this.
What's wrong with
I
that?
can't do this. I can't
I'm
do
buying one of these for Rob, and I want
Let's be
him
honest.
to put it on every beer, and I'm putting it online.
I gotta look at these people's politics before I just be putting white people on my beer.
No. You gonna put these real women on your Bud Light?
Like, could we get AOC on my Bud Light? If we could get
Nah.
AOC, I want AOC.
Nah. AOC's drinking the one with the rainbows and shit. You gotta have this one.
AOC's drinking that gay beer.
Yeah, she's drinking that gay beer, and she popping it real good.
Next topic.
You
y'all. I can't
get-
do this.
You get to go to the club with these hoes. These young types of hoes. These are hoes that get it real good. She looked like she got sandpaper between her fucking legs. She looked like she got razor blades. And this bitch looked like she's crazy. She the type
Next
of woman
topic.
She the
Stop.
type of woman who you in the same room with her, and you just get heebie-jeebies on your neck. Like she drowned puppies. That's what she looked like.
Oh
Chick
my
on the
goodness.
left, she looked cool.
Oh my goodness. Stop. Please, next topic, y'all. I can't do that.
Grandma in the middle looked like she called niggas when they not around.
She look Asian.
She like
She
she
look
call
like
them niggas when they are around. They're like, next topic.
She the one who told what's her name to call niggas and give them chicken. What's her name? She taught her how to say niggas. That's what it was. She showed
Stop. Yo, please, Rob. Next
She won
topic.
abortion aborted. She won abortion. Look, she can't even talk straight.
They we're getting a slight increase in the number of doses that we'll be getting to the state.
Bro, it was narrated by her. What the fuck you
That's
talking
the
about?
Bud Light. That's a Bud Light boat. Bert.
Yeah, but this is before the whole thing happened.
That was narrated by her.
This is before the Bud Light shit happened. She was still drinking Bud Light back then. She just an old Southern gal.
Go to the next topic, please. Rob is tripping.
All right, what's going on with designer?
I'm designer tripping.
I'll be right
Designer
back.
is tripping. So Designer was doing a show somewhere. We will never know because Rob disappeared. And he decided that he was going to, in a PG-13 way, pull out his magic stick and rub his lamp while looking at a flight attendant and suggesting that she progress closer to him so that he can show her his lamp. And his attempts were refuted multiple times, and he was quickly reprimanded for his actions. His defense was that he recently was given medications and was not himself, and that he regrets his actions and has submitted himself for professional help. That's what happened to Designer this weekend.
Yeah. I think it's last weekend too.
Last
Yeah.
weekend.
Either way, it sucks because I mean, this is one of those, like, I hate to say it, but if you pair his music with the act, and you said this rapper did this, I hate to say it, but Designer will probably be the one that you would link to this shit if he's on the other side. That's the fucked up thing about it. But ultimately, I hope he gets the help he needs because I think he like checked into a rehab type thing or some type of hospital. I don't want to say rehab like he was on drugs. Like LA said, he probably just got his medication messed up. But yeah, hopefully he's getting help with this because this sucks. This sucks for
No,
everybody.
that nigga weirdo. He knows it. He just got caught. That's all that was. He didn't think. He thought he was too famous for it. He thought he made Panda.
He did make Panda.
That's That is a fair point. A lot of people these days, especially Kanye West, fall back on mental illness when they are perceived to be problematic to white people because white people eat that shit up and they use it as a crutch. I agree with Rob sometimes, but I definitely think this man does have some issue. He
Problem.
Have you heard him talk? God,
Yeah,
God. Anybody that raps exactly how they talk is crazy.
he needs some guidance and some help getting
That's
his
nice.
life back to the way he thinks he needs it.
I think this is what I think though. At the end of the day, what do they say? All good.
We all hope he gets help.
All publicity is good publicity. He's just trying to be relevant again.
Agree. Completely
You think so?
agree.
All right, so
You
this
think
video has
more
been
people to
trending
know
around.
that you do that shit to airline attendants? Like, bro, you're never getting on a flight again to go to your next show.
Bro, I've been
No.
thinking about that a lot lately, actually. Could you imagine not being on the no-fly list?
You're not going
Not being
nowhere,
on it?
bro.
Can you imagine being on it? Like the no-fly list. Like, bro, that's got to be like tragic. Like you can't never go on vacation with nobody.
Unless you drive
Yeah,
Some people like
or
driving.
take a boat
yeah, I guess that too. But you gotta
or
get to the
train.
water.
They got trains
I
in
guess.
America sometimes. You just can't
Going
fly no
through the
more
air.
because you wild.
Yeah,
You're just too wild, bro.
I just
All
couldn't
right.
imagine.
So this next video is pretty disgusting in my opinion. This guy's going to Wendy's and he buys a homeless guy some food.
Los Angeles, California has the third biggest homeless population in the United States. And today it's my job to make sure there's one less hungry person on the streets.
Hey, excuse me, sir. Hey, I was wondering, are you hungry by any chance, man? All right, man, I got you. Would you like a Baconator, fries, drink? Is that cool? All right, what's your name, man? Israel. God bless you, Israel. I got you. I'll be right back, man.
One Baconator combo, please. Yo, what's up, bro? Yeah, man, I got you a Sprite, a large fry, got you a Baconator, man. I was homeless myself, so I want to make sure you get on the right path. You know, you're always able to, get back on your feet. So I want you to enjoy this.
Yeah. So
This is really good. All right, take care. Have a nice day.
So
like that.
that's one of the cringiest, most effed up things I've seen on the internet in recent history. What type of content is that? Like, what type of audience are you trying to bring on? What's the longevity in making that type of content?
There's no such thing as bad publicity. That's what I was recently told.
Yeah. Fucked up. That's fucked up. That's just fucked up, Rob. I don't know why you showed me that. But okay. But segueing out of that, did y'all hear about this mansion, this mega mansion tax that's about to hit LA? Or just hit LA, I think.
I hope he gets hit by it too.
I don't think he got a mega mansion. I don't think he got it like that. But I guess a lot of people are trying to sell their mansions off in LA because they about to get hit with like a tax increase that will go to help the homeless people, help the homeless problem in LA.
Oh, I mean, it makes sense. You got a mansion.
Mega mansion.
Yeah, like a mega mansion. Yeah, you dumb rich, bro.
But I'll be pissed. I wouldn't be mad about the tax increase. I'll be mad about paying that and then coming to my house and finding a squatter.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'll be mad.
Yeah, squatter rights is wild to me.
Yeah.
I get it; it makes sense, but like that is wild to me.
It don't make sense.
That makes sense. You shouldn't just be able to uproot people from like their homes with children. You got to give them some time to, I get that, but it's wild how abuse it can be to me.
Remind me to look up squatters' rights with you later after this podcast.
It's wild to me. It's wild to me. Don't get me wrong. It is a wild thing that can happen, but I understand where it originated from, I guess, is what
I don't. That's the problem. All right, next topic.
This is a throwback to a couple weeks ago when Rob was trying to convince me that religion was brainwashing. Well, it looks like in Japan, some people just consider it child abuse. Rob, you're not alone in your crazy radical thoughts.
I don't think it's that radical, honestly. But I'm just saying, you're forced to do it. You're just forced for the most part, and especially in strong religious households, you're forced to participate in this religion for multiple years without really any say-so or opinion.
You're also
Even-
forced to wash your hands when you go to the bathroom as a kid.
You're not forced.
You are forced. Your parents tell you to wash your hands, don't you?
Yeah.
They go in the bathroom with you and they show you how to wash your hands, don't you?
Yeah.
Sounds like brainwashing to me, Rob. Sounds
Turn me
like
into a
child abuse to
germaphobe.
me.
Turn me into a germaphobe. I fear germs all the time now.
But are we going to compare hand washing to religion?
Um,
You
What
fear
would you
God,
like
but
to
you can fear germs.
what would you like to compare
I feel
to
like that's blasphemy.
to religion?
That's all I'm saying. And hand washing is kind of crazy.
Is it? Is
Yes.
it, Rob?
Yes, because that's for your health.
Some
Religion
people can argue
is-
so is religion.
Yeah, but somebody could also argue that religion is not real and it's fake and it's just put upon us in the world.
And some people also realistically argue that germs aren't real and it's the government trying to brainwash you and germs are good for you.
What percentage of the population is that compared to atheists?
How
Honestly,
many people were talking
honestly-
about not COVID not being
How,
real?
how many
bro?
niggas do you know that you talk to just don't wash their hands?
How many niggas
I know-
do you
wait,
know
wait,
never
wait.
went to church?
Let's run this back, Rob.
Then compare
First
that to
things
how many
first.
atheists you know.
I don't count how many atheists I know. I don't even know if you're an atheist, to be honest.
I'm borderline. And that's because I think Christianity is brainwashing, but that's like
Well,
It's not child abuse, bro. I don't think.
some people in Japan agree with you, Rob. Maybe
I never said child abuse. I said
maybe-
brainwashing.
maybe
child
you need to
abuse-
go fight this fight in Japan.
No, because
You
I don't
might-
believe it's child
might win.
abuse.
Brainwashing is not child abuse now, Rob.
I could have sworn when we discussed it, I could have sworn he said that it's borderline child abuse. I could have sworn he said that.
I didn't say that. I never said that.
Well,
Bro, before
There's-
I
matter of
never had
fact,
that opinion. Child abuse, I've never thought.
I'm
of it
about to
as
start
child
coming
abuse.
with pre-recorded clips to fights with
you
Rob.
got to.
I'm trying to tell him people are in his corner, and he's telling me he don't know these niggas.
I don't fuck with them. They don't believe it's brainwashed. They believe it's child abuse.
I think that's an
They
extreme.
ain't on
I don't
my
think you
side.
should be arrested for it.
Brainwash is extreme.
You shouldn't be arrested for brainwashing.
No, you should be arrested. You shouldn't classify putting religion on your kids as child abuse. That's what I'm saying.
But what are you saying though about religion? That it's brainwashing, correct?
Because it's most I'm assuming most families you're forced to go to church.
Okay, but I want to know: is it brainwashing?
Yes, because you're kind
So,
of fear
yes.
mongering little kids at the same time.
Okay, and you're saying that
specifically
is not,
Christianity, because that's the one I know.
and you're saying that is not correct. That is wrong.
I think so.
Okay, and you're saying that these children have to do it because they have no say so because of their parents, correct?
Correct.
And you're saying that all these three things that I just named are not child abuse.
I don't think you should go to jail for it or have your kids taken away.
But you're saying that it is child abuse or it is not child abuse.
I'm saying it's not child abuse.
The three things that I just named are not child abuse.
I'll repeat those three things.
Okay. I'm going to let it slide. For those of y'all watching, I still think Rob should go to Japan. That's all this was. Go to Japan, bring me as your plus one. We can do a whole documentary about it, and we'll see if I come back. Because Rob might get me killed. He might get me killed.
All right, let's read a little bit of the article. So, new health ministry guidelines in Japan will classify as abuse any acts by members of religious groups who threaten or force their children to participate in religious activities, or that hinder a child's career path based on religious doctrine. See, now we're learning shit. What does it mean to hinder a child's career path? Like what they're going to do in the world? What they're
You
going to do
can't
for the
become an
society?
abortion. You can't be somebody who gives abortions out to
abortion.
people if you are a religious person.
Okay. According to unnamed sources cited by Japanese Daily, this is some dude. The Health, Labor, and Welfare Ministry is preparing its first draft of guidelines to help local governments deal with issues of child abuse that have emerged in connection with religious groups such as the Unification Church, officially known as the Family Federation for World Peace and Unifications. The controversial Unification Church came to attention in 2022 after Prime Minister Shinzo Abe was fatally shot by a man who long-standing grudges against the religious group. Children of the religious group's followers have criticized the authorities' handling of this issue in the past. They have said child consultation. Was that word? Consultation. Centuries in the police did not respond to their complaints of abuse, telling the children there was nothing they could do because freedom of religion is protected under the Constitution.
Yeah, Rob. There's nothing they can do. They got freedom of religion, and you're
Wait,
a
what?
child. That means that you're a ward of your parent.
So wait, what's
You
the
have to
abuse?
do what they say.
I'm
I'm
confused
just
as fuck.
saying. I'm saying that some people believe it's child abuse.
But what's child abuse? All I heard was the minister got shot.
By people who are religious. That's just a whole different, probably political thing. But the child abuse was in the first paragraph you read.
The new hub ministry guidelines will classify abuse of any acts of members of religious groups who threaten or force their children to participate in religious activities.
Yeah. So you're going to church. It's Sunday. Let's go. You're forced, right, Rob? That's child abuse. Is what these
You can't
people
be like,
are.
no,
arguing.
I'm not going. You
Hell
want this
yeah.
belt? You want this belt, or you want to go to church?
Yeah, you going to church.
But that's okay. All right, you got me, LA. I think it's child abuse.
It's child abuse. Rob thinks it's child abuse
All right,
and
you
needs
got
to
me,
go
LA.
to Japan.
You got me.
We going to Japan and we watch all the anime while Rob goes to these rallies.
You got me. You got me.
You're not gonna know what the fuck happens. They all gonna be in Japanese with no subtitles.
Bro, I'm just gonna be chanting some shit.
Oh.
That's crazy, though.
Yeah. You
Oh
got me.
man.
When I found that article, I was like, "Ooh, this is for Rob. This is for Rob."
That you're right. This is child abuse. I'll
It's
say that.
crazy. It's crazy. When I saw it, I was like, "Rob might be fucking right."
Yeah.
Mm.
So they also said back on my my old podcast I had back in the day, I had this whole idea about like assisted suicide.
Oh God. Nope.
Apparently in
Can we
Sweden,
save this for another time?
let me get it off real quick because it's kind of links. Apparently in Sweden, they have a roller coaster that makes you that goes so high and the drop is so fast you just pass out when you're coming down, and they're calling it's like an assisted suicide thing. That's it.
Next. Can we flood through some of these topics pretty quick? Because I want to make sure we get to some of the IG topics.
Do you guys know about Benny Parrott?
Nope.
Oh, well, Joe Rogan tells a story about him.
Brad teased him for being gay. He kept talking shit about him being gay. He was definitely being teased about that, but that was the rumor that he was.
And he beat the shit out of him?
He beat him to death.
But that wasn't illegal, right?
Nope. I mean, he wasn't trying to. He was trying to knock him out. So he's stuck in the ropes, and Emil Griffith's just teeing off on him while he's out. So he's trapped in the ropes, and he collapses, and then he's dead.
The fight has been stopped. The winner and new champion is Emil Griffith, but we're more concerned about the condition of Benny Kid Barrett.
Are you the kid's son?
There's no hard feelings here.
I don't know. I just thought that shit was really beautiful that he came back years later, and they give that man peace about it. I thought that was beautiful.
He didn't apologize all these years.
He was a kid, dog. What do you mean?
He didn't have a wife. He didn't have a mother. Like, what do you mean?
No, he was just saying, man, I don't have any regrets to you. I don't have any hate towards you.
Not the mountain lion. Not the mountain lion. Next topic.
You don't want to do the mountain lion? It's a good one.
We ain't got that much time, bro. Like, what time do you think we got?
All right. So this guy gets played a prank on by his friends. I actually think this shit's kind of fucked up. But let's check this out.
I think the ending was perfect.
Let me.
You just gotta turn the sound on.
Joke? Who for?
Next one. It keeps going.
Mom. 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 Mom.
Payback for the 10-year coma prank? Oh, hey, this is good.
Then I saw my parents. I'm like, no, you didn't go that far, fool.
No, it took me a while to get them on board. They didn't want to be a
Bro,
part
the
of it. They're
biggest
like, I
trip
don't
is
wanna
that
see
when
it.
I woke up and like nobody's paying attention to me. That's the part I'm like, wait, hold on, something's off. And then I'm trying to talk to my parents. When I saw my parents, I lost it. I'm like, there's no way you really went that far.
It's okay, I just pranked you. I accept it. I accept it.
I can't believe you agreed to this.
Hey,
this was
Imagine having a friend with that much of an alcoholic problem.
How'd they get him in the suit?
I don't know, bro. That's a good question.
This probably put him in it. He was probably blackout drunk.
Like it's a nice suit. Like you got to work to get in one of them shits.
Yeah, it's just normally.
His hair's nice. Like what?
Yeah, I thought that shit was fucking funny though. I guess that he put the coma prank on his friend, so he got him back. Then this one is real quick. I just thought this was a great learning lesson for everybody. If you can start it over and then turn the sound on.
Otherwise, it is very dangerous. Many people have driven the car for more than 10 years, and they don't even know how to use the internal and external circulation on the car. Today, I will teach you. First, in summer, the car will emit formaldehyde after being exposed to the sun. After we get in the car and turn on the air conditioner, we must turn on the outer circulation for 10 minutes, and then turn on the inner circulation after the formaldehyde is exhausted. Second, when the air conditioner is in a traffic jam, the internal circulation must be turned on so that the exhaust gas outside the car cannot enter. Third, on rainy days, turn on the air conditioner, turn on the suction, turn on the outer circulation, and at the same time turn on the defogging function of the front windshield so that there will be no more fog on the glass. Have you learned it yet? Follow me and learn some car knowledge every day.
Did y'all know this?
I knew the last one.
All right. Maybe I'm just the person I didn't know.
When I use the car bombs, you have to use the internal. That's how I learned it. When I was doing the car cleaning.
That makes sense actually. But I'm happy.
It's crazy
with that.
though. Some people don't know that. That is interesting because I didn't know it before.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine just getting in my car now and just using that shit. Just never mind. But anyway,
You can smell it though. Like you can smell the difference.
Cleaner.
Like when you have the cleaner in the car and then you switch the vents to how, like you can smell the difference. Because it'll be really strong if it's only inside, but if you let the air circulate from out, it's lighter.
Okay, Rob, you want to introduce?
This salesman is trying to sell something, and let's just say he was in hot shit.
Yeah, I'm Fernando. Excuse me. Hey, how you doing? Hey, sorry to bother you. I'm Fernando. I work for Peak Energy. We're a few doors down. We're in 1845. Okay. So we do solar around here. We're just coming around talking to neighbors. Sorry, dude. Neighbors. I apologize, man.
Walk away. Just walk away.
Yo.
So would you buy whatever he's selling after that? Doesn't matter what he's selling. He could be selling fried chicken and watermelon. You probably still ain't buying it.
I would be interested to hear what he's selling. I want to know, why is it only for niggas? I just want to know. I might not buy it, but depending on what he says, I would be interested to know. Like imagine he pull up and he's like, "Yo, we building gun safes, but only for niggas." I'll be like, why only for niggas? Like, let me see this gun safe.
Oh, good. How many of my neighbors did you have to run into before you found this nigga?
I'm gonna be like, you talked to Tony down the street, he bought one? Or like, in your defense, if you're talking about fried chicken and like it's only for niggas and he tell me because it's too good for white people, I'll be like, let me try it.
Fuck that. I'm
Let me try
vegetarian too long. I can't try it.
Or
man.
You'd be like, it's the best chicken with 0% cholesterol. I'll be like, let me get a piece. Let me just see.
Maybe it's it. Maybe.
But like,
I don't
if
know.
it also depends if it was a hard R. Like, if it's only for
No, it was a hard R. It was a hard R.
Neighbors, niggers. Yeah, see, that's tough. That's tough.
It's hard R.
Yeah.
Do you just walk away? You think he got fired?
Well, I believe he did. After this video has come to us, yeah, I hope so.
Imagine your boss finds it on social media. He didn't even find it. Somebody sent it. So he got to find it on social media. Like that's
Paul, can you come to my office, please?
Yeah,
You already know. Bring all your things.
We got a problem.
Jesus. But this video is hilarious. So you know how they have all these anti-abortion things going on. They, take away free choice from women, blah, 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 blah. We'll get into it. But this man here found a solution. He said, you know what? I am your ally. I am on your side. We're all at these rallies, and everyone here does not want people to have abortions. So you know what we're going to do? Let's see what we're going to do.
For you to adopt. I thought this is like the best place. I brought an application for you to adopt. I feel like you don't want to adopt.
You who take away the sin of the world.
I brought an application to adopt. Am I interrupting you? I don't want to fill out these adoption papers. An application to adopt. An application to adopt. Leave you alone. Am I interrupting you as you're harassing people trying to receive health care? Oh my God, that's so rude. It's so rude of me. It's about 200,000 kids. Adopt like 10,000 of them. I think we can clear the foster care.
I know it's satirical, but I think it's interesting how these people spend all day trying to impose their values on people. But there is a clear and present answer and solution to, I don't want to say solution, but alternative that is productive. But they choose to take this option.
Let's be honest. I feel like those foster kids are bad. I don't want those niggas in my house.
Okay. Well, those people who are in foster care, their parents, for whatever reason, were not able to take care of them.
Fair.
So they put them in a system where someone else can take on that role. Yeah. Now, these people don't want people to abort said children that they have out of wedlock, rape, whatever the case may be, and they're trying to take the right of choice away. So why don't we meet in the middle ground and you adopt the children?
Because they're hypocrites.
Give them a better life.
What did Kanye say?
What did he say?
He said richer than white people with black kids. There's some people out here that actually do adopt.
You're right. There are some people out
Yeah,
here who do
shout out
adopt,
to them.
and shout out to them. They're doing a great service to people.
I think was it Jim Harbaugh, Darren, last year that was like, if any of my players have kids out like babies out of just have a baby or something and they can't afford it or need to have an abortion or something, he'll take them. Remember that?
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Then all of a sudden they start beating Ohio State.
I don't know what he's talking about. I'm just saying, in general, this guy's out there doing the Lord's work. The real Lord's work. He's out there doing the real, yes, he's doing the real Lord's work. Ultimately, they don't want these people to get abortions. For whatever reason. I would never tell people what to do with their bodies, but these people think that they can. Cool. Then he's telling them, here's what you do with your household. Here's what you do with your funds. You add another mouth or two or 10,000 in this case to feed, so we could take care of the problem that you guys see as a problem as well. I don't see no problem with what he's doing. He's exposing them for being hypocrites.
They might not think that the foster kids is a problem.
So, but if no one has the option of adoption,
right?
If you have a child,
right?
Let's say you have a child and that child is born, and you feel you, for whatever reason, are not capable of raising that child.
Okay.
What do you do?
Is it like a money reason, or is it just like I don't think
whatever reason.
Let's say I give it away. Give him away.
Give it away. Now the child is in the foster system, correct?
Okay, cool. Yes.
Okay. Because I did not have the choice of abortion, that child is in that system. Let's say this happens 1 million times a year. There's 1 million children born this year, and that situation unfortunately happens 1 million times. Where do those children go?
Foster system.
The streets.
So now what do we do? Do we stop people from giving to the foster care system? Like, what is the next step? Is what I don't understand when people are always like, oh, you can't abort, no abortion. Like, what is the next step after this?
Exactly.
What is the game plan? There's no game plan.
At some point, ultimately, there's
no game plan. Like,
you're not coming up with a real solution when you tell people not to abort. You're just telling them, hey, take on this problem and good luck with it because you made this mistake. And it's like, no, I made this. Even if I made a mistake, here's my chance to fix it. Take your chance to fix it.
Now, what I think is happening is, like Rob says, it's brainwashing, because if you take away their right to choose, now they're in a situation, right? Now we're going to say, oh, giving away the child is wrong. Now you have to take care of the child. You don't know what situation that person had that child. It could have been a good reason. It could have been a bad reason. It can be an unhealthy reason. It could be a healthy reason. They should have the choice to live their life, is all I'm saying. But I don't see any end goal in this whole anti-abortion race. Like, what is
here's what I
can't imagine it.
None of these people want to provide for the kids. None of these people want to give to the homeless. So they just want more people, but they don't want to actually deal with the people problem.
There are people, some senators, I'm not going to be naming anyone, who are strongly anti-abortion, but at the same time, they are cutting free and subsidized school lunches to families who can't afford it. So you have to have kids, but they're not helping you feed them.
That's the most ass backwards thing I heard in a minute.
It's crazy.
Like, that's nuts.
Like, if we come on, man, you can't have your cake and eat it too. Like,
you cannot. That's crazy.
How do you feel about the statement that abortion clinics are only here to kill the black population?
And, I understand that they say that the rates of abortions are historically brown, black, Latino people. I understand. And, things happen all across the world and across the spectrum. But at the end of the day, these people, it is their choice. There are other reasons and other things that we need to address, like how black and brown women are raped at disgusting rates. Like, we need to address that. Just women in general. We need to address rape in general. Like, that is foul. Like, We need to address that. We need to address feeding kids. And we need to address education.
How do you address?
I feel like
How do you address that?
address what? Which one?
The R word.
We address the R word.
Because the only thing
with-
the first thing I thought of, just to answer my own question, is castration.
Well, no, that is not. I don't
Why
think
are you so extreme?
a way to do it. I think that we teach and we empower. We stop making sexual interaction something that's hush hush and talked about, and stop glorifying war and murder, and we start glorifying love and peace and passion. That's what I think we need to do. Like in Europe, like a rated R movie is a John Wayne film. Like anything with guns in it is rated R. Whereas movies with sex and love and passion, like everyone can see that. In America, it's flipped. A PG-13 movie, you can watch someone get decapitated. But if there's a sex scene, it's rated R.
Don't you think that's a little different? And that might have to do with like some social norms. I don't know exactly their culture over there, but like you don't really want Hollywood teaching your kids about sex.
We don't want Hollywood
we
brain.
don't.
No,
We want
this
adults
podcast
to
has been a lot about brainwashing, but we also we got to understand that we made murder normal in this society, opposed to exactly what LA said, love and shit like that, like just normal people making love. That is not normal, opposed to murder in a movie. If that makes sense.
For example, when you're a young kid, or not even want to say when you're a young kid, you're a young adult and you're growing up, and let's say you have your girlfriend, when as a young man, your boys are like, oh, let's go do X, Y, and Z. It's not cool. It's seen as soft to say, oh, I'm just gonna hang out with the lady. Like, oh, I'm just gonna kick back in love with my girl. Oh, they're gonna be like, you whipped. Oh, this man booed up now. Oh, he not real no more. Like, that's the mentality that we're raised with in America for some reason. And it's crazy because being legit African American, like I see it from both sides. Like when we, for example, go watch John Wick. I watched John Wick with my mom, and my mom was like, that was a terrifying movie. Like, she thought it was a horror film. I was like, no, it's an action movie. She's like, what was action about that? Like, so many people got murdered. And I'm like, damn, you're right, bro. Like, people really dropped, and it didn't phase me at all. Like, I'm used to that shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. And actually, Tommy Dog, that's the 100%.
She closed her eyes in that movie. She's like, I can't watch this shit. I was like, what? You don't like action movies? She's like, this is scary. Like, I'm like, you're not
the main
wrong.
character is terrifying.
I'm like, you're not wrong.
I mean, true. Nobody. They call him the boogeyman. Like,
She was like, this is scary. Like John Wick 2, like when they cut the woman's hand with the knife, she was like, oh my God, it's so aggressive. And I'm thinking like, oh, that's just mom being mom. But like, that's just not normal around the world. Like, they don't see shit.
You think that might be a generational thing too? Because back in the day, let's say 60s, 70s, movies weren't as violent. Media wasn't as violent. Like, don't get me wrong, they were killing people in cowboy movies. But when they shot them, the blood wasn't squirting everywhere. You weren't seeing people's brains and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That is true.
Violence.
Go ahead, Darren.
Violence is so much a part of our culture, though. Now, that's the problem. That's the true problem. Violence is such a part of our culture.
But there's also a beauty.
More than love is, more than unity is, to be real with you. More than brotherhood is, any of that shit.
There's a beauty in it, like that poster behind Derek. That movie, all of Quentin Tarantino's movies are very violent, but he has like an artistic standpoint of it. Like,
and that's fine.
Like, I think violence can be done well and not be like a bad thing.
It can.
What was the original topic? Did this come from the bullshit topic?
We were talking about how to get rid of the R word, and I was saying we need to promote more love and togetherness and stop making it so, oh my God, they're kissing, or like, oh my God, they're having sex. Like, sex is natural, bro. Murder is unnatural. But seeing Denzel go over there and take out a whole building of people, unnatural.
Wait, Ella, don't you think that's been happening though? Slowly over the years? We've always been like loving and peacing. Like, if we want to go back to like the hippies protesting the Vietnam and shit like that.
Real quick,
We've
Well,
always
no, Rob, no,
preaching peace.
no. Because at the same time that you're talking about, we actually televised war at that point. Hippies were love and shit, but the reason that they were televised was because we were televising what was happening in Vietnam. Niggas with their legs,
people want updates.
niggas with their legs blown off and shit. So it was definitely both happened. So you can say that, but I don't know. But to LA's point, you said natural. You kept saying natural. Isn't what you watch on movies supposed to not be natural sometimes? Isn't that the enamor of going to the theater and watching it?
That is true. However, what I said though was that a rated R film, I guess it does depend because like no one's gonna go to elementary schools and show John Wick, so that's a little extreme of an example. But there's more social normality to violence than there is to love and sex. Just for example, let's just say sex. Like for example, I would not watch a movie that has any sexual scenes around a child, whereas I would put a movie that does have more violence and maybe even murder on, and I would think less of it as I would a sex scene.
I agree. 100% agree.
I have a question.
But here's my point to that. Right? I'm sorry, Rob, but isn't that a part of religion in this country as well? Isn't it something that sex is a sacred thing that happens between two people, so it's a behind the closed doors thing, while murder is like God's wrath is a thing that happens to a lot of people at any time because he could be angry about things in a sense, or people not doing the right thing. Could that tie those two things together?
I'm not 100% sure because at the same time, one of the commandments is do not murder. So we
Fair.
shouldn't be showing it, right? If
Fair.
we're so worried about religion, we shouldn't be.
Fair. My fault, Rob. Go ahead.
Things,
No, you're good.
But I think that we should just stop being so angry all the time. I think America's just angry. To be honest, once the anger goes away and all that hate, and we are all just biracial loving people, I think the world.
But here's the thing, LA. Let's get to my other point. I wanted to say earlier. If black people and the Mexicans are going to take over America, we can't be having abortions. Because what's the stat? We're supposed to be the America's supposed to be mostly Hispanic by 2050.
Gotta educate, man. You gotta educate and have children. Educate and populate.
I don't think anyone's taking over anything. Like America was built on being the melting pot. So
it wasn't built on that.
Everything should be assimilated. America definitely was built on give us your weak and give us your poor, and we'll make them strong. Like, what do you mean, bro? We're the melting pot.
We are the melting pot.
Well, it was built on slavery.
I mean,
don't get me wrong. I see what you guys are saying. Like the Irish, the Italians, and everybody coming here working together to build up America. But like Trump said last week, black people, we started this shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess we did. And
I'm just talking about
token, so did the Asian people because they essentially built the railroads, didn't they?
Yep. Japanese folk, Japanese and Irish folk.
And look how we treated them.
Yeah.
I think black people treated them pretty
cool. Yeah, we love they karate films.
Shit, you ain't lying.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a lot of.
Go ahead.
I know a lot of people that like drink with the Irish. I know they like their drinks, and I ain't never complained about a potato on my damn life.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, tell that to the dude from Tommy.
We gotta finish on two funny topics though before we get out of here.
You got 8 more minutes out.
An application.
Let's see if we can find something.
Too funny.
Is this funny?
What the fuck? This doesn't look funny.
I don't think
you want to watch it still.
No, I don't think I want to.
All right. You guys remember the Kiki challenge?
I do.
So this guy was doing the Kiki challenge.
Are you riding? Oh shit!
I don't think he's okay.
Good for her.
Oh, they're saying it's fake.
Who cares? It's just funny. Oh man, that was a great time in music world.
Oh, dude, I didn't get to ask you about this. This isn't funny though, but I'll show you this after the podcast. Then. Oh, what the fuck is on this chick's stomach?
This isn't funny.
What's on her stomach though?
Now they want.
Bro, what the fuck is that?
I'm pretty sure it's just an Audi belly button, man.
Maybe a tumor or a, what do they call it?
It says her parents didn't give a damn about her future.
Umbilical humerus. They cut the cord. Umbilical humerus?
Hernia.
Oh. I mean, I'm not going to judge the lady for a part of her body.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, Shorty is still kind of beautiful. Maybe too much makeup on, but she's still kind of beautiful.
I don't know if this is funny. But a girl, Heavy G, allegedly dates pulled a gun on him after finding out he gifted Soki Hana a brand new Louis bag. I'm assuming Soki Hana and Heavy G are rappers.
Sit in the car.
No.
Sit in the car.
No.
How about putting this on?
Sit the gun in the car.
No, you have to explain it to them.
I will. Sit. Put the gun down.
No, say it again. I'm gonna fucking squeeze this motherfucker. I swear to God.
Sit in the car.
What do you think about that? Women pulling guns on you because you buy other women's bags.
I just think domestic violence is not something to play with. LA, any opinion?
Yo, she was gonna smoke his dumb ass. You lucky to be alive. The fuck?
And all he could do was record. He could have defended himself.
Yo, yeah, that shit was to protect his inheritance, because that nigga was a dead man walking for 5 seconds. Jesus.
This is why you don't bring $200,000 worth of cash just around.
Charlie Ferrari with me, man. What you got going on, cuz? Oh, you know what I mean? Hey, bro said he finna invest in the movie, man. Show and tell. Oh, you just walking around with racks like that? Racks like that, man. How much money that is, man? 200, man. 200. Money machine. You just pulling up with 200,000? Like that. Sam, I see you be popping on the gram. So popping on the gram. You seen this though, right?
Oh yeah, that shit look clean, man. What's
Oh,
up?
yeah.
Oh, yo, what's up, man? Go back.
That's crazy, right? Let's finish watching it.
Can't be stupid, man. And this dumbass going to jail.
Like a motherfucker. You man.
Get your ass up, man. Yo, this is a movie prop, man. These is blank guns. My boy good, man. It was all a joke. Charlie Ferrari.
I thought that was pretty dope.
Yeah, dumbass.
It looked real though, didn't it? It looked good as hell.
He would have got shot. He should have got shot. That's a dumbass.
Yeah, right.
This is exactly what I be talking about when I say don't be dumb and stupid children. Don't do this dumb shit that this man did. And don't be stupid about it.
All right, you want to end on Carlton?
Yeah, so let me introduce this. Obviously, you can see the man dancing real quick.
No, they can't.
He got Michael Jackson moving.
Can they not see him dancing?
Not yet. I was gonna let you introduce him first.
No, go ahead. Just you can let him play it. He's already halfway through his break dancing. But I do agree with LA. Do not. It's a celebration. It did not work out too well for me. I tried to do that. It did not work out too well.
You know what he's thinking in his head?
What's that?
I will take me home a white girl tonight.
Let me stop. All right. With that being said, if you hit the arrow, it'll show what he was actually selling. No,
I'm born to dance. I learned to do it with a lot of help. And with my help, you can learn too. Moves like the moonwalk. Or the King Tut. It's all right here in the Breaking and Popping book. Almost 100 pages that simply and clearly take you through the moves. In a few minutes, you could be doing backspins that will flip out your friends, or eye-popping moves like the centipede. My step-by-step guide starts with the basics, but takes you all the way to tough moves like the windmill. It's all right here in my easy-to-follow book. And tell Mom and Dad it's the safe way to break and pop, not the things you shouldn't try. With my book comes a fold-out breaking board, carried around to give you a huge 65 by 70 safe dancing area anywhere. Can you rap? Well, there's even a full rap sheet included.
Yeah.
Plus, this instruction post.
He got the Michael
hang on the wall.
jacket on.
Why, LA? Why would you notice that?
Because he's trying to be fly for the video.
This nigga got Thriller vibes, bro. What is going on? If I was a kid, I would have bought the fuck out of this.
I guarantee you, it definitely brings back memories for people who did buy it.
Yeah, I would have been at the mailbox every day. Like, where the fuck is my package?
You think this how you got
came on vinyl? It came on vinyl, bro. Oh man, that's a throwback. I wonder if you still get royalties from this shit.
No way. No way.
This is from '85, bro. Like he had to get paid.
No. You think he still you think he got the Carlton job off of this?
Definitely.
Just being able to dance. It's like, oh,
his acting skills were on point too.
Oh man. All right. That's the one we can end on if y'all want.
All right. So thank y'all for watching another episode of the Purple Pill Podcast. This is episode 114 of the Purple Pill Podcast. That's my guest host, Darren in LA. We'll see y'all next week. Peace out.
Peace. I'll stay up.